Hello everyone. So in project 2 we are dealing with the questionnaire analysis of third year commerce students at the University of Bejaia. English is an international language and it became the most widely used language in the world in different domains, especially in commerce field. The fluency in English, both written and spoken, plays a critical role for commerce students. It is necessary to know the basic rules of English grammar and to have a relatively broad vocabulary. In this project, we will discover the specific English used by commerce students who have responded to our questionnaire. So, what is a questionnaire? A questionnaire is a list or a set of questions for obtaining the information and statistical data from individuals about a specific topic. It is used in different fields such as business and social sciences. We chose a questionnaire as an instrument for this project because it allows to collect more and complete data and information. It helps to know about students' language use, level, skills, and tasks needed, and also about their favorite learning tasks. Questionnaire plays a major role in gaining time. You can gather a lot of data in few minutes instead of talking and explaining to the students. We used Excel as a tool of analyzing the results gathered using statistical numbers, tables, bar charts, pie charts, etc. We deal with percentages, numbers, and statistics only, so we used quantitative data. 13 students have participated in this questionnaire and all of them are third-year commerce students at the University of Bejaia. As this pie chart demonstrates, 54% of them are males and 46% are females. These students are aged between 21 and 23 years old. 50% of them are 20 years old. 31% of them are 21 years old. 31% of them are 22 years old, and 23% of them are 23 years old. The mother tongue of the majority of these students is Tamazight with 85%, and only 50% of them are Arabic. This bar chart provides information about the use of English language by third-year commerce students at the University of Bejaia. According to the questionnaire done for the third-year students of commerce at Bejaia University, we noticed that the majority of students, almost 92%, need English in their studies since they study an international trade. They need an international language. Almost 92% of commerce students agreed that English is an important language for them because it is the most spoken language in the world and it helps them to communicate with people from all over the world. Through the questionnaire, we observed that 76% of students claim that English should be the language of studying because it increases their chances getting a good job in different companies or even in international ones. Whereas a few number, almost 15% of students don't want English to be their language of studying because they find it difficult and they prefer other languages instead, such as French. At last, we observe that all students, 100% of them, want to develop their level in English for many reasons. It helps them to communicate and negotiate with other companies, mainly almost all forms of business communication such as emails, presentations, sales, and marketing, and even corporate legal documentation are now carried out in English, and also English makes traveling easier. This bar chart shows the current level of third-year commerce students in English. Overall, the current level of commerce students in English differs from one student to another. It is clear evident that third-year commerce students are very good in reading, record the highest percentage on it, which is 38%. Also, 30% of students find themselves good in listening and vocabulary, whereas 46% of students have an average level in speaking and 38% in communication in general. We can see from the bar chart that commerce students have a bad level in grammar and writing with 23% in each one of them. These statistics make us recognize that the commerce students need to develop their grammar and writing skills since they are bad in them and because they need them in their discipline. This bar chart illustrates the different skills that the commerce students need to develop. In general, commerce students need to develop the skills that they need the most in their discipline in order to improve their level in English. Through the questionnaire, we observe that all students need to improve their speaking skill. It is the greatest percentage marked. The communication in general comes after with almost 92%, since they know their areas of weakness, they need to overcome them, because wherever they go, they have to speak and communicate with other people and companies to share messages and information, present their works, etc. In addition to that, they need to improve general English vocabulary and special terminology used in commerce field. Also, they feel themselves in need to develop their grammar so they can make a correct and meaningful sentence, and also their translation skill, because commerce students may have opportunities to work with other foreign people. This is why it is important for them to improve the translation skill. Concerning the listening, reading, and writing skills, they don't need to develop them because they are already developed and they feel themselves competent in these skills. All in all, commerce students focus on developing the skills that they have bad, very bad, and average level on them, so they could work on them to improve their level in English. This bar chart shows information about the tasks needed by third-year commerce students at the University of Bejaia. Overall, the students need tasks, activities, and techniques that make them learn rapidly and easily by using new technologies. Since they study commerce, they find all the points mentioned in the table of questionnaire needed, but with different percentages. We observe that the majority, almost 84% of students, agreed that the task that they need the most to learn is writing expository research papers. Then it comes these three tasks: reading books and or book chapters related to their discipline, writing technical reports, and writing business letters, with 76% for each one. They need these tasks because, first of all, they need to read books and chapters related to commerce and business to help them to know more about their discipline and understand it better. Most of them will work in companies. Of course, they will need such letters. In addition, they need to present their works or researches orally, so they need to know how to face their audience. According to the students' answers, we notice that they need to write a technical report and a research proposal to answer about their questions, problems. On the other hand, more than 50% of commerce students agree that they don't need to attend online conferences related to their discipline. In addition, they need also to listen to online lectures related to commerce and business. This bar chart shows information about the favorite learning tasks by third-year commerce students at the University of Bejaia. Generally, commerce students prefer new tasks that help them to learn fast in their studies. First, we notice that students prefer tasks and activities with modern techniques using internet and technology. Most of students, almost 69%, choose listening to teachers and following their instructions as a first favorite task, such as the lecture done by the teacher. And also 9% of students prefer to participate in web forums and social media, in addition to the use of new technologies in class and out of class. Especially in their period of COVID-19, they had online courses and they find them as helpful activities for learning. Role plays are considered as one of the favorite learning tasks by the students. 61% of them said that. For example, the student plays role of a businessman or sailor. Here the student will understand better the situation because he is put in a real life situation where he should react and interact. Also, 61% prefer reading documents and preparing themselves before coming to class because this gives them a general idea about what they are going to study in class, and it helps them also to interact with the teacher. Whereas we find that most of students don't like learning individually. 53% of students don't like working individually than sharing with peers during classwork. In addition of 46% answer with no to work individually during the class. They prefer working in groups to have different points of view. To conclude, teachers should bring tasks and activities using internet and new technologies. Give the students the opportunity to play roles and avoid giving students individual works for a better learning. All in all, English and its grammar, vocabulary, and linguistics are needed, but with special tasks, activities, and methodology in the field of commerce. English in commerce would help to highlight the competencies that can be applied in the workplace.